Hey everybody, it's Katie, the angel that says fuck.
And Megan.
Also of the angel that says fuck.
The fucking angels.
Or that fucking angel. Maybe I should change the Instagram channel.
To the fucking angels?
Maybe.
That's kind of cute.
Maybe, I'll think of it.
I don't know, I just came up
I've
with
been
that
hashtagging that for so long now. We'll see how it feels on the, I don't know, sleeping on it.
Tell us what you guys think.
Yeah, give us a vote. Like, should we change it up? I mean, there is two of us now. I started everything all by myself, but this is a lot more fun, don't you think?
Alright, welcome to our newest Messengers of the Moon reading. This is for...
the full moon in Aquarius.
Yes. It is at 22 degrees. It will be exact for the West Coast. Pacific Standard Time. 5:29 a.m. on Thursday, August 15th.
Damn right. So what's going on here? Shall we get into it more? Like, here's what's up. Like, she's being the Virgo expression, which is really relevant coming right up. She was the analytical one and actually wrote things down this time.
Yeah, took some notes.
I didn't, because my guts were saying stay in the moment, represent the energy, but the information will get out as it comes. We'll channel that. She was doing the right thing, though, and doing the homework, which grounds everything. And that's going to be super relevant coming up for the rest of the month.
Right.
First, we have some planets moving into Virgo. It's, I believe, will be Mercury and Mars, perhaps. I think, I didn't look it up. But I looked it up a few weeks ago, and I believe those are the ones that are moving into Virgo first, and then the sun goes into Virgo. So this month, energy is changing. This is the last chance to be in our hearts and be warm, and also sort of pick out what's important for us to pay attention to, because Aquarius moons are so detached. We have a minute to sort of breathe and tune in.
Right.
Feel the passion.
If you're into the Sabian symbols and stuff like that.
Oh my god, this is great.
We've been starting to kind of mention them. And the Sabian symbol for 22 degrees of Aquarius is a big bear sitting down, waving all of his paws. I find that really, like, extraterrestrial in a way, almost. Like, who thinks about a bear like, waving their paws?
It's wild. And it kind of goes along with the joke we heard while we were working this weekend. I have to say it. Okay. It's really ridiculous. But I forget which band was playing. We were doing a Latin music festival kind of thing where a bunch of Latin bands were playing. And one of the bands told a joke. He goes, what do you call
Winnie the Pooh's toes?
Right? And of course it's bear, right? It's okay. It's about toes. And the answer was poo toes, right? Like, because it's a Latin festival. It was so funny. It was one of those adorable little, like, kind of like.
If you weren't paying attention, it would have just kind of.
But that Sabian symbol reminded me of that joke we just heard. Poo toes.
Anyways, so
hopefully you're laughing over there because we're laughing over here.
When it comes to the Aquarius full moon, I don't know why I want to keep saying mode.
It sounds like you're going to say full moon.
It's the full moon. Okay. This is a time you can notice input on issues is actually starting to generate change. You're feeling pleased about those ideas that you're finally putting out there are starting to make a difference. Ideally, it's a time that you may not see eye to eye with people, but finding peace and coming to agreements to disagree.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yes. The moon is also going to be opposite Venus. This is likely to increase stress levels and cause dramas when it comes to relationships. We also have, for the next 2 weeks, this is going to kind of bring your love life and finances to a focus. Aspects from Mars and Pluto are going to be bringing anger, jealousy, and intimidation because they got stuff going on as well.
There's also, this is the note that I wanted to put in there on that, like, obsession. Okay?
Yeah.
This is the energy that's going to make you want to internet stalk somebody. So just really pay attention to when those urges come up. Try not to be caught up. You don't want to get caught up in that. You want to see something you don't want to you want to unsee and you can't probably. Right, so don't do that to yourself. Keep going.
This moon, when it comes to a more medical perspective.
Ooh, that's wild. Keep going.
It influences your calves, your ankles, your forearm muscles, your Achilles, your thyroid, hormones. All those are going to be more sensitive with this moon. And it is highly, highly, highly recommended you do not have any surgical procedures on the full moon, August 15th.
So listen, it's not even a joke. Like yesterday, I was at physical therapy and they decided to help me train my ankle because I have a pronated ankle, which means it turns inward. Like, you know, like when I'm walking. So they are actually helping me correct that, and this is something I had as a concern for like most of my life. So this is exactly what the energy. This is what I'm saying. You don't really need to always like it. You have to ground it, obviously, for like scientific tracking of these energies. But really, number one thing to do is to pay attention on how these energies are active in your life. You won't know what to look for unless you know what these energies stand for. Yes.
Right.
But
you know, Charlie horses in your ankle. I meant calves. You don't get really Charlie horses in your ankles. At least
if you can get them in your tongue, you can get them anywhere.
Yeah. So just be extra mindful of those areas. No surgeries, like I said. And then the next moon coming up, that is going to be on August 30th, and that is going to be at 6 degrees of Virgo, and that will be a new moon.
I think what you're going to probably want to do is monitor your minerals intake. I'm always on this one, though, because I had a lot of bad muscle cramps and pains and a lot of physical weird aches and stuff. So magnesium and potassium are your big best friends right now, if this is you and you're feeling it physically. So it's really interesting shit, actually. Yeah. Like, I love that.
Well, that pretty much, I feel like, covers our little spiel for
that. And then what we do is we'll pull a oracle card. I'm actually already have pulled it, so that's for the moon. We'll get into that. I feel like it's going to be better to get into it at the end, because by then it'll all make sense.
Right.
So this is what we're looking at. The front of the card says, "My uncontrolled thoughts are not to be feared."
Right. So just kind of keep that in mind for the overall thought, collective energy for this full moon in Aquarius reading we're about to do.
It's card 53.
If you have never watched any of our readings, we go through the signs. Sometimes we start at Aries, sometimes we start at Pisces. Today we'll be starting at Aries. We'll take turns pulling cards. We'll each pull a card. We'll give our interpretation. We'll put the two cards for, you know, let's say Aries together, and then we'll give a combined reading. So you're getting two readings in one, and then, like she said, for the moon, we will touch back on this at the end.
All right, so to bless the cards, what I like to do is I like to ask everybody to participate with their favorite energies, whether it's a deity or their dead relatives or any energies that they work with that they feel has their best interests in mind. Invite them into this reading. We ask that our deities, our angels, our guides, our relatives, ancestors, all that have all of our best interests in mind, help remove our egos and help us deliver the messages that are most important to be stated, and with as much brevity as possible. So that being said, let's get into the cards.
Alright, don't worry about that. It's Amazon. I can see them through the window.
Okay, I almost died.
No, I'm paying attention all the time.
What's coming from Amazon?
I don't know. Did your dad order something? Did you order something? It doesn't matter, because right now we're doing a reading.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Aries.
I think we're good to go.
I feel pretty good.
Yes.
Except from Amazon. Maybe that means Aries is getting a delivery.
Absolutely.
A surprise, because I did not know that was coming.
I'm kind of glad they didn't ring the doorbell, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that sound. Plus, it gets the cats upset.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Right, so Aries.
So happy, so satisfied, so fulfilled. Something is feeling like really accomplished. This is a feeling of like working towards something. This is a conclusion card. 10s are conclusions. So this is like the happy ending card. We just skipped the whole story and went straight to the happy ending. This is satisfaction. This is happy home. This is all those fulfilling things that we think we're gonna get when we want something. Those are the desires. Those are the things that get us going and motivated and excited to keep going and like keep it juicy. So this was all those lovely feelings all at once and causing a rainbow effect where it's just like finally. Okay, what else?
So for Aries, I pulled the Four of Swords. This is like a slow down, take a rest, take a breather, you know, become one with your thoughts, kind of organize your thoughts.
I love it.
Count some sheep if you need to.
I already feel like this is saying you have nothing to do to get here. All you need to do is feel the sensation of accomplishment. That's what law of attraction is about. Get in the space of feeling fulfilled. Get in the space of remembering what it feels like to have all the emotional boxes checked. What it feels like to be accomplished, satisfied, and that fulfillment feeling. You don't need to do anything for it other than get in alignment. Just sort of visualize, be at peace, get into the space of the juices flowing and like start getting those tendrils of those feelings, because I can feel it like in my body right now. Like there's good things coming and I can feel it for Aries. Like it's so calming. So that's just another Four of Swords things. It's like being ready to be ready.
Right. You can't be one with the energy if you don't be one with the energy.
You have to feel it. And that's part of the 10 of Cups, is feeling it throughout every corner of your being. All the things that are made of fluid in your body. Letting that resonate with so much pleasure and so much celebration, even if you don't have a reason why yet. I love it. That's such a great start.
All right. Taurus. If you're ever wondering what I'm doing when I'm jotting down, we started to write the timestamps down as we go. Just makes our life easier.
So much easier.
All right, Taurus, you got the Ace of Cups. So this full moon can definitely be bringing emotions forward. You can be feeling very confident in your emotion. You can be feeling like there is an abundance of emotion coming your way, ideally in a good way. So let's see what accompanies the Ace.
I don't know, man. These cards are really weird together. Yeah. So, this card is typically one that talks about overthinking, being concerned, not sleeping well, feeling like you have way too much to think about and you can't give it a rest. Like you want to keep problem solving. It's like pick over things that you just can't make better with your brain. This full moon is about being able to detach from things you can't fucking fix.
Right.
Things that don't do you any good. Like sometimes you don't need to be attached to that shit anymore.
Right.
You can walk away from that and just go with your feelings.
Taurus is holding on to something that needs to be let go of.
And you know what it is. Like you have no doubt in your mind what this is. Cut ties with that. Go into your emotions, things that actually make you feel good about your life. Go all the way into that. You have such an imbalance, or like two things that don't fit. You can't have this all the way without cutting this out. So you got to work on that letting go, that emotional detachment thing that Aquarius' moon vibes are trying to teach you. So you can't control this thing. Sorry, dudes. Gemini. How are my little savages? this is going to be an interesting one. So, you know what you want, and you're taking your steps to get there. This is determination, really. The Knight of Pentacles is not one that moves very fast, but he's certain that he's willing to do what it takes to get there. So, you have a really, secure, fixed state of mind right now, which is really interesting for Gemini, because focus and Gemini aren't exactly the two things that go together all the time. This is really an accomplishment. So you found that thing that you know you want, and let's see what the rest of the conversation has for Gemini. I'm interested.
So this is the Eight of Cups. So it's going somewhere, leaving one opportunity to go on to the next. It goes hand in hand with this Knight. So just like she's saying, when things are moving forward when it comes to the Geminis, with it being a Knight of Pentacle, there's a good chance that you could be changing jobs, I'm feeling like, and maybe you're getting promoted. But it's definitely going somewhere else.
I feel like this has a lot to do with physical energy. Like, this is more of, like, physically moving house.
Okay.
Feels like a lot of heavy work, like physical, like body stuff. I'm getting like sore, like a real like bodily feeling about this. Like maybe not quite sore, but maybe achy a little bit, like having a worked sensation. Like, so this is, I feel like you're putting a lot of effort into your steps that you're taking. And whether it be physical or whether it's in work, you have no choice but to succeed if you throw your energy all into one point of focus. And it feels like you're doing that. So just, we mentioned early on that you want to watch your calves, ankles, forearms, Achilles tendons, thyroid glands. Just, physically, if you're exerting yourself, make sure you're not pushing yourself to the point of injury.
Rest
Be careful.
When needed.
Have some salt in your life.
Magnesium, potassium,
When in doubt, go to the beach. Take a long walk.
Not too shabby. Right. Cancer.
Not much talking involved in that last one, which is pretty funny for Gemini.
Watch, I say Cancer.
I know, every single time.
Here comes the Cancer. Ooh, I got the Knight of Swords for Cancer. Whenever I pull this card, yeah, it's a hurry and sharp words. So there's a good chance your mouth could be moving faster than you'd like it to be. Faster than you're processing it.
You may be putting pressure on people around you to have an answer, and it would be better to be left slowly cultivated. What are you in a hurry for? Everything's so cool right now. It could be like completely depressurized if you just sort of look at what's happening around.
Right.
you.
I'm almost feeling like it's like you're being your own worst enemy right now.
What is the hurry? Where's the enjoyment in the hurry? What is your insistence for? I don't get it. What are you so fed up about? This is like a being, it's a conclusion card because it's a 10, but it's like, are you just basically done sharing your house or something? You fucking sick of it? I don't know. I don't get it. It's weird. Cancer, what's up? What are you thinking?
I don't know. Like, it almost makes my brain want to go into, like, a fog. Like...
The Swords card, that's really strange.
I feel like almost like you're wanting to go to battle. You're wanting to be a part of things. Like, this is, like, energy becoming pent up. Like, you're feeling...
Where's your bottleneck?
Yeah, and because, like, overall, this is what you want, desire, like, but you're really being your own worst enemy. Put your sword away, like, because
Like, when has impatience ever really paid off? When has that actually worked out? Ever. For anybody. You just get miserable.
Patience is a virtue.
What's with the pressure cake thing? I don't get why you're so wound up when this is so copacetic. Allow yourself to feel some sort of a level of accomplishment.
Well, you know, considering this moon is supposed to be bringing your love life and finances to focus, I feel like this is kind of all literally like...
Do you just not believe things are as stable as they could be? Like, if you look at them in the big picture, maybe you're nitpicking too much.
Something to consider. All right. On to Leo. For Leo, so just popped right up.
You feeling lovey-dovey, you feeling like creating things, feeling like you got some butterflies in your stomach, and you want to start talking about it, but the only thing you can do is write a poem or try to write a song. You're in a goofy mood like that. Are you feeling so, like, innocent? I like that. That's cute. Something's going on.
6 of Cups.
Oh my god, you're feeling like a little kid.
Yeah, you're reminiscing. You're, maybe Leo has, been hanging out with someone that they've missed. Like, and they've had things they've wanted to say to them, and they're like, oh, finally.
That's great.
Coral Springs, Florida is calling.
Okay, so maybe Florida's important to you.
Hello? Quality healthcare providers. All right, so Leo, healthcare from Florida.
Interesting. I know a few people that are Leos in the healthcare profession. Pretty interesting. We'll see. But anyway, so you're feeling like maybe you're in the mood to have kids because your body's in a certain like zone health wise. Like, I don't know, maybe you're feeling the best you ever had and you're feeling inspired to create things, or you're wanting to go back and talk to somebody you feel nostalgic about. Ooh, I like that better. That feels the best.
Once again, this moon is bringing focus for the next 2 weeks to life and finances. And guess what? Having a baby has to do with life and finances.
And finding compromise about all of that. So that's perfect. Like, it's a struggle between individuality and everyone else. Like a whole, like, family vibe or just you. So it's like humanitarian concerns, sharing things.
Right. I really feel like, Leo, you're really in a spot where you're wanting to, maybe start a family.
Be giving and spreading things around and start nurturing and coming up with ideals, things that make you feel good, that you remember having happened, and you want to create that and have it again with somebody.
I like it.
Just seriously start, the best I can say is start creating some art and keep building that energy of things that you want. Like, continue doing it. Just start expressing it through art and start really, really getting into those feelings of nostalgia. Like, just, you don't have to worry about when it's going to manifest physically, because this is more emotionally based. So you have to get into your emotions right now. That's what's trumping any sort of intellectual plan. So get into your emotions. Feel the love, okay?
Virgo. The Ten of Pentacles. The card I like to call the Virgo card, ironically. I like to look at this kind of like a happy family card. You got him and her, you got the elder, you got the dog, there's the kids, there's the pentacles, there's buildings, there's blue skies. Like, it's like a little bit of everything, like, but like a material. Like, I like to say that Virgos are really well at providing the material stabilities that you need to have a smooth running life.
That's true. I mean, they're great at assimilating information and then building something from it. They have that magician quality that, like, is ruled by Mercury. So there's nothing wrong with that statement. This is more of that energy. This is the Page of Pentacles. This is a younger, not beaten down. Yeah, you might actually having to be starting over. That's a conclusion card. You might be having to revise your old version of what this steady home base family structure might look like. But you still have that like seed inside you, and you know you can build it, but you're starting over in a more of a phase because you've been taught that you have a lot more to learn. Like there's an elder in this card with gray hair sitting right here. Wait, right there. Come on, glare. You see him sitting there with those two dogs, the old dude and the family. There's a little kid in the picture too. It's like, you know, just sometimes you have to realize that there is somebody around that could teach you something. You have to be open to being taught. And he's got a lot to offer. He's got so much zest and zeal and like excitement built up about this. So he's really just starting to bloom in his awareness of security. So, you know, like, keep that youthful thing. Try to continue to drop the attachment to failures that you might have had in the past. Start your whole picture of security all over again. This is like almost like a conclusion. It's a conclusion card, but also an inspiration for how it can restart. That's really weird. It feels like a definite double Ouroboros, maybe. Like there's more than one energy involved, and it's like destruction and creation all at the same time.
It's like getting a second chance. I almost like use what went wrong the first time to come about it. Yeah. And just 10 times better this time.
Still keep your hope intact. You know, what you weren't that far off. You just kind of made a rookie mistake. You can do better this time.
Shit happens. I like that.
Feels it's legit.
Right on par. Alright. Libra.
Yeah. This is like saying and doing whatever it takes to get what somebody wants. We just got that warning with the camera.
It always does
It's
this.
too warm.
We're not even recording at 4K.
Libra. Is it are you being perceived that you're being duplicitous and like manipulative because you can't make up your mind? Are you playing both sides of the fence because you just haven't settled down on one thing? Or is this like somebody inflicting this shit on you? Or
that looks like you having to stand your ground to me, honestly. And like the vibe I'm getting, like you are actually like standing your ground. That's like him like looking over his shoulder like, you guys trying to fuck with me? You ain't gonna fuck with me.
well, saying and doing whatever it takes.
Because I got the Ace of Pentacles. And just putting this into my own life perspective right now.
I actually really like that. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Without having to touch too much on what's going on, she understands. But in my life, as me being a Libra moon, Libra rising, I had to put my foot down and go to the labor board because I didn't receive a final paycheck. All right? This is technically me standing my ground, me pulling out my sword, laying down the law, and me getting my payout.
That makes sense, because that heavy manipulation energy in that situation was definitely not correct. Like, it was definitely somebody doing and saying whatever they had to do to like, get rid of you at that point.
Right.
So,
like,
and the dismissiveness continued. That's an energy that would be involved in this card. So,
but then with coming with the Ace of Pentacles, that's almost kind of like a jackpot card.
It's definitely like somebody doing what it takes, whatever the fuck it takes to accomplish the desired outcome. So somebody thought that they were having it over on Libra, and Libra said, no fucking way. Not today, Satan. And
not today, Satan.
They're picking up the pieces. It's like all the daggers that were thrown at Libra are now being used as weapons.
Right. You know, and it doesn't have to be physically. It could be mentally. You're going to come out of this situation that much richer. You know, whether it's experience, if it is actually pentacles, whatever this situation is, you're going to come out richer.
Yeah, I can't add anything more to that.
Richer in experience. Like, there's something going on.
You're definitely going to be able to sense when things aren't truly in your favor from now on. You're going to be able to tell when there's a shark in the
Shark in
vicinity.
the water.
So, interesting.
Not bad.
That's it.
Not bad, not bad.
No Scorpio. Last time I felt so bad. Forgot you guys, Scorpio. We already said we were sorry, but I don't know if Scorpio really ever forgives. I feel bad.
Let me see what I got going on for you guys. I'm sensing some dark energy. Okay, so you guys have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, it's kind of like youthful energy, new ideas, and it's coming to, what could start bringing in money. If that, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the right words. Like, this is almost like ideas, like money ideas, like little projects.
I don't get the dark energy thing that you were talking about.
That's all right.
I'm confused about that, because it seems like Scorpio is really loving where their life is going. That dark energy thing you said tripped me out, because I don't know where the hell that came from, but like,
I'm feeling like manipulation.
I trust your vibes. I just don't understand why it would be in these two cards. Maybe Scorpio themselves just
I'm like
don't trust
buying love. Like, whether someone is trying to come in and buy your love, or you're trying to, like, I'm getting a manipulation vibe when it comes to money and relationships.
Perhaps there's an unequal exchange. Or there's a perception at stake that is talking, like a perception of inequality when, or a misunderstanding, something that's uneven. You know, this is what I want to say. Like, I don't know if there is manipulative energy or not. But I feel like Scorpio is just generally, even when things are good, they don't feel like they can trust it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say that is like legit. Like, you guys just may not. I'm struggling to actually say this because I'm not wanting to discount what she said, but I feel like you guys are the ones being paranoid and sort of like not really having your eyes open and seeing and appreciating the good things that are actually happening right now. I'm a little bit concerned that she picked up on dark energy, but I'm not literally seeing it. So maybe it's a perception